Hello. Um, First off, I'm so sorry that I have been absent for such an incredible amount of time. Things have not been great. Um, for a while there, I was feeling I was starting to sink into a bad episode of depression, and then as it was getting worse, I got hit with COVID again. I had like 103 temperature, sometimes spiking higher. I could barely move, and eventually I was hospitalized and put on a ventilator again for a little bit. But luckily it didn't last super long. I'm sorry for all the noise. The wind is blowing like 30 miles an hour outside, so sometimes you'll hear the tarp surrounding the shed to protect my plants. You'll hear it get loud, so I'm sorry for that too. But yeah, the physical toll of getting so sick so quickly also just managed to mess with my mind a lot, and hallucinations started getting worse, and obsessive suicidal ideations, and no sleeping, and it got worse and worse and worse. I couldn't talk to anybody at all, and void of nothing but I'm tired of being more than just a burden. Physical, psychological, emotional pain to those very few people who manage to put up with me and stay close to me. I fucking hate every breath I take. I want to die every second of every day. I haven't showered in weeks. I haven't changed clothes in weeks. I haven't even taken these clothes off in weeks. I go to bed wearing exactly as you see me. I wake up wearing exactly what you see on me now. I never take it off. I don't have the energy, the will, the motivation to live anymore. I fucking hate myself. But after the physical hospital visit, I think I went to a psych hospital at some point. I honestly don't remember. I don't know. I don't know what's true and what's not. A lot of times it reality and non-reality merge together and make it difficult to comprehend what's real. And then in the same week, one of my cats started getting really sick. Took him to the vet, and he had organ failure, and I had to put him down. And then Maxine, my other dog, she suddenly couldn't walk, and her hind legs where she couldn't even stand, and she loved going for walks. She loved it so much, and she couldn't walk more than 10 yards. So we took her to the vet, and they gave her steroid shots and anti-inflammation shots, and for like 2 days it was a lot better. She still couldn't walk very far, but she was at least being able to walk. And then she started acting really weird. She would get lost 30 yards from our start off walking points. She would start wandering our neighbor's yard, and her fur would be on full, like, you know, when dogs or cats get scared, or their fur like jumps up to make themselves look bigger. And she was just sitting there like growling and wandering aimlessly, and then her legs started failing, and I had to pick her up, and it's a big doggy, and walk her back to her cage. And now she just went suddenly blind. Like, one moment she was fine, and now she can't even find her bowl food, which is right next to her house. And I have to bring her over and like dip her head to find her food. And she's confused. She just stands there for like an hour, not moving. I think because the pain is so bad in her legs, and she's so confused, and just the reality of having to put her down, it's gonna break me in half. She's been standing like that for almost 5 minutes. She can't really hear me. She doesn't react to me. Hey, baby. Hey, Maxine. You're such a good lady. It's okay. You see how bad her legs are? She can't stand on them. It's because life fucking sucks, and there's no goddamn point to it. And then Hercules, my kitty that you saw in my last video, the one who was super snuggly and new to the family, he disappeared. And for a few days I was really hoping that he was just exploring and he'd be back. But then my father and I were on the porch, and we smelt something awful. It was obviously death and decay. And my dad can't go under the house anymore. It just caused too many physical problems. And so I had to go under. And I found him. He crawled up into the insulation, and his body was tangled in like the web of the insulation under the house. And I don't know if what I was seeing was really what was there, or if I made it up in my head, but I could see like maggots and spiders pouring out of his eyes, and his tongue was gone, and a green soup was coming out of his mouth, and his backside. He's so sweet. And he wasn't that old. I don't understand it. There's no reason for life to be this cruel to innocent creatures. I didn't have him for long, but I loved him. And he was so sweet. And he snuggled and talked. And Maxine is next. I am losing what little sense of cohesion that I've managed to maintain these past few years. I am losing with very little hope. Very little hope is left. I have no self-respect. Everything dies. just don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I'm sure this entire video is just one horrible downer, but so many people have been trying to reach me. I felt like I needed to let everyone know that I'm still alive and I'm still trying. But I've been gone, hospital visits.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like but when you talk to me,
I'm sorry, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that sometimes life will strip you of whatever dignity you have managed to hold on to throughout your life and reduce you to little more than an insignificant, pulsating burden upon any who love you. And I'm not even going to go into the state of the world right now. I don't want this to sound like a pity party. That's not the goal here. The goal is just to be honest and to tell you where I have been and what I have been through. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I want to say thank you to all of you, because your messages of support have often been the only thing that have kept me on this planet, like little lifelines thrown from the boat in the deep, vast ocean, where you have no idea what is lurking beneath the countless monstrosities that wait to devour the very essence of who you are. And y'all's lifelines have kept me afloat, and I am so thankful to each and every one of you. So thank you. And hopefully next video will not be in 2 months or more like this one, and hopefully more lighthearted. But I'm still here, damn it. Even if I don't want to be, even if I want to disappear with every ounce of my being, every minute of every day is just torture, I am still here. I may not be standing, I may be sitting or crawling on the floor, but we're all still here, right? So thank you for being my friends. Thank you.